Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Nicole. I'm a first-time mom-to-be, and this channel is all about documenting my journey and discovering all the fun things of motherhood and doing that in a holistic, mindful way. Today's video is going to be fun. It's going to be a little science experiment. I'm 37 weeks pregnant right now, and if you know me, you know that I'm a planner. I don't like to leave things to chance. I like to do my research on things and make sure I'm picking the right thing. So today is all about breast milk coolers, and one thing I don't want to leave to chance is if I'm on the go and I have to pump, I want to keep that liquid gold as safe as possible. So I'm doing a little science experiment, which will be really fun. I got this Momcozy cooler, which is a very popular brand. And then I've been seeing this one pop up on my feed quite a bit. This is the Papablic Breast Milk Cooler. What caught my eye about Papablic is that they have a dual mode cold ice chamber. So not only do they have a 360 ice chamber that you cool the bottles with, but the bottles itself that you put the milk in are stainless steel, which keeps things colder. So I'm gonna put both of these babies to the test and we're gonna see who the winner is. So if that's something that you're interested in, stick around. All right, let's get into the unboxing here. So I have both of them here just so you can check out the boxes. Feel free to pause if you need to check out what it says on there. But we're gonna unbox both of these bad boys. All right, so here we have the Papablic Breast Milk Cooler. You can see here it features the capsule chill. It's a 360 surround cooling system. So they really emphasize that on their packaging. That's kind of what they're known for. It's supposed to be a little more sustainable in the sense that it keeps the milk colder for longer. So that's what we're going to be testing here. So let's open this up. I thought it was so cute that they included stickers to put on your bottle. Here you can see the capsules. It actually had liquid in there. So it freezes properly, and you can see that it has the stainless steel bottles, which I really love. So it keeps the temperature of the milk colder for longer. Here's the Momcozy one. Instead of stainless steel, the bottles are actually plastic, and the chambers, which you will see here coming up soon, I thought was really interesting because unlike the other one, it actually is just like a see-through cylinder. It didn't have a bottom. So not only was the bottle plastic, you can actually put your hand right through that cylinder, whereas the Papablic one had a closed end. So when you place the stainless steel bottles inside, you cover it and it's completely, and this is why they call it encapsulated 360. So it's protecting the stainless steel and keeping the cold in. So I thought that was really interesting. Something else that I noticed too in the cylinders is the Papablic, and you'll see me shaking it around to show you this, but there was actually liquid in there. So that makes sense to me how it's freezing. With the Momcozy one, I could not feel any liquid in there shaking around. So I'm not sure if it's just plastic alone that you're freezing, but the Papablic, I could actually feel the movement of the water. So that makes sense to me how it freezes. I'm not quite sure how the Momcozy one is freezing. And so to start off this little trial of ours, we have to take all of the capsules and put them in the freezer for at least 12 hours. So I'm going to put them in here and we're going to leave them overnight, and then we will do our testing tomorrow. So today is testing day. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to heat up some water to 98 degrees because that is the temperature of our body. So that's typically what your milk will be. So since I still am cooking this little guy and I don't have actual breast milk to try, I'm going to heat up the water and then I'm gonna put them in the bottles. I'm gonna get the ice chambers out of the freezer, and we're gonna begin our testing. So let's go. So we got our 2 coolers. Let me get the bottles out. We got Momcozy, again, the plastic bottles. We got the Papablic, and we have our stainless steel bottles. And then we're gonna put the water in, and I'm gonna show you the temperatures to start. Now we are going to put in the thermostat. What we got there? I'm gonna get a paper to write. So what do we got? Well, it's over 98. Crap. 102. All right, so the water is over 98. I did it a little too much. So the water was a little warmer than 98 degrees. That's okay. We're just gonna make do with how it is. Now I'm gonna get the ice chambers out, and we're going to put them all together. We got the Momcozy ones. Again, they are just, I said see-through. I don't think that's the proper term, but it doesn't have a closed end. So these are the Momcozy ones. And this is the Papablic. They both have closed ends, as you can see. So when the bottles go in, it's completely surrounded by the ice chamber, which I think is great. All right, so now that we have all of that, you can see my dots. Now that we have all that, I'm just gonna notate the time. So it's 10 a.m. and we're gonna check back on these bad boys in 4 hours. So 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. We're gonna come back at 2 o'clock. And we're gonna check their temperatures and see how much they've cooled off. It's exciting stuff here. We're gonna use our handy dandy temperature stick, and we'll see you in 4 hours. All right, it's testing time. Time to get the babies out, and we will check their temperatures. So it's 2 o'clock, so it's been 4 hours. Let's do this thing. This is the Momcozy and the plastic. Let's see what is. So we're at, still going down. We're at 33.6 for the Momcozy. Hope you can see that. This one's 35.7. The second Momcozy. Now the Papablic in the stainless steel. 32.9. You can see that, 32.9. Okay, let's show you this other one. Both of them are 33.0. Hope you can see that. And 33.0 for both of them. So, all right, put it back. All right, it's 4 o'clock, so that means it is test time. Let's see what we're working with. I can already tell these feel way less cold. These still feel really cold. Okay, this one is 38.1, and this one is 33.8. 33.8. So that's interesting because this one's at the top, so it's closer to the heat. This one is immersed more, so this one stayed colder. Wow. The Papablic is 33.4 and 33. So this one has not changed at all. Wow. 33.0. It's like remained completely the same. And this one has gotten warmer. All right. I'm going to put them back in their bottles, and we will check it in 2 more hours and see what the deal is. All right, it is now 6 o'clock, so it's the last test of this whole experiment. I had to turn on my lights because it's getting dark, so let's check the temperatures. So this one is 41.1, not 41.0. Gosh, it changes. This is 33.8. This one is 33.0. Wow. 3.0. Oh my gosh. Wow. It has stayed the same. So this is more consistent. 32.7. So this one got a little bit colder. That says 32.9. I swear to God, it changed it. I say it. Now it says 33.0. Jeez Louise. Wow. All right. So let's debrief here. So at 10 a.m., we started with over 100 degrees, so 103.2. It seems like, yes, the Momcozy, originally it stayed below 40, but then the top bottle, the one that was closest to the top, always was a higher temperature because it was closest to the heat. So I didn't love that, and it changed quite a bit in the temperature. What's really interesting about the Papablic is how consistent it stayed. It literally stayed at 33 degrees all day long, whereas the Momcozy was all over the place. The top one was always warmer. So at 2 p.m. the top one was 35.7, bottom one was 33.6, 4 o'clock the top one was 38.1, bottom one was 34.1, and then at the end of the day at 6 p.m. the top one was 41 degrees and the bottom one was 33.8 degrees. So quite a bit of difference, and I don't really like that. So it did stay around the 40s, which is important, but say you got stuck and you were relying on that just to keep it in there for a bit, I would definitely trust the Papablic one because of how consistent it stayed, and it kept both of them at the same temperature and very cold. You could tell on the bottles itself, it just felt warmer on the plastic when I was holding it, whereas the Papablic stainless steel was very, very cold. So yeah, I'm gonna have to dub the winner Papablic because, for one, I just like that it's stainless steel. I don't feel comfortable using plastic. Even the bottles I'm getting to use are glass, so I'm just not a plastic person anyway. But in terms of how it keeps it cold and how it's really insulated there with the stainless steel and everything, I would trust my liquid gold going in the Papablic. So that is going to wrap up this science experiment. Papablic's the winner. Ding, ding, ding. It's gonna wrap up this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I feel really confident in going forward with this breast milk cooler. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'm gonna get a code from them and hopefully get you a nice little discount with Papablic, and I will link that in the description when I have it. I hope you guys have a fantastical day, and thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.